Welcome to Unlocking Las Vegas with your favorite redhead realtor, Erin Pierson-Mills. We're going to be covering the greater areas of Las Vegas all the way to Pahrump and Mesquite, talking about trends, events, sports, and more. I'm super excited to welcome all of our guests this year and have a great time, which is everything Unlocking Las Vegas. Welcome back to another episode of Unlocking Las Vegas with your host, Erin Pierson-Mills. And today, it is just me today. It's all about me today. I like it. So there's been a lot going on. I'm entering my 7th year of real estate. And at a certain point, you start to get a lot of questions. Some of you might know that I've been giving social media classes intermittently for the last about year or so. But for the last 3.5 weeks, we've been doing a lot of social media classes in town and on Zoom. And ultimately, at a certain point, a lot of questions start flying my way. So a lot of people know that I switched careers at 40 years old. Okay, damn, did I just tell you my age? I think I did. That's nothing to be ashamed about, though. So a lot of people, they just want to know, how did you grow? How did you build this up so quickly? And me and my BFF Ferris, we kind of knew it was coming. And so we've been like building the yellow brick road for a good, I think, 2 years now. Really, I'm kind of like, you build a concrete foundation, you make it very, very solid and kind of go from there. And that's part of how I teach my social media classes and how to be a good agent. And I just wanted to rattle off a whole bunch of questions that people ask me literally all the time. Oh my gosh, I get this all the time. How do you do it all? How do you do it all? I do a lot of community service, and I have causes. And so when people, I kind of explode on social media about this cause or that cause, they're like, how do you do that and raise a family? And I love cooking and cook 3 meals a day and do all this stuff and real estate. So a lot of it is time management. Now, I am part of the 4 a.m. club, but that's part of my coaching. I do get up very early, but I do go to bed really early. So a lot of the questions include time management, because I feel like if you can really drill down on time management, that's the beginning. That's the end all be all. How do I balance so many escrows? There's definitely a lot of bricks that go into that road of creating everything that you need to do to balance so many escrows. At certain points, I could have 14 in escrow, and that's a lot of questions, a lot of buyers, a lot of sellers, a lot of things that you need to know how to manage and what to do to simplify that, to be able to move through all of it. How I actually get clients. Erin, you just started like 6 years ago. How did you find clients? Was it through passive lead generation, proactive lead generation? We go through what that means and how to actually do it. A lot of people want to hide behind the screen. A lot of people want to take the easy button, just purchase that shiny object that's going to work. That doesn't happen. And thank goodness, I'm part of the old school. Maybe it's because of my age. Maybe it's because I was raised in the 80s with no social media or cell phones. And so I have that great foundation of actually talking to people. So there is passive and proactive lead generation. So we get to break that down. What apps do you use, Erin? What CRM do you use? What the heck do those mean? Let's see. How do you handle all the social media platforms? You seem to be everywhere all at once. And there are systems for that too. Bottom line, how do I monetize my social medias and my proactive and passive lead generations? How do you monetize? At the end of the day, you do need to fill your bank account to live day to day, month to month, build something for your kids, build a life, and go to Disney. I mean, that's what I like to do. What are the techniques I use? At what point, Erin, starting your journey in real estate, did you feel the need? Did you feel like you were comfortable enough to hire a TC, which is a transaction coordinator, which I've had from the beginning, to handle all of the actual escrow paperwork? When do you hire an assistant? We can talk about that journey. I prefer them to be more interns, so they're invested into growing with me. And maybe you want a social media manager, but I swung the way to getting virtual assistants. And so that has been invaluable for the explosion for the last 2 years. Are my virtual assistants? And I think that is one of the biggest questions I've been getting through doing all the social media questions is, are you doing all of this yourself? Are you producing it yourself? Or do you have help? You know what? At the end of the day, I do have help. And I'm not ashamed to say it because I did all of this myself for years. Keeping in mind that I ran a wedding venue for 20 years and I literally did all of the social media marketing myself. So it is ingrained into my system. But at this point in hiring virtual assistants, it's, doing the work, but having them help you edit, alleviating your time and monetizing your situation. So, we have basically started, it's going to launch in March, and I'm not going to give you a day because I want to make sure it's amazing for you guys, but it's called the Social Collective. And so I am here to offer from agent to agent coaching in a group setting, in person, on Zoom, one-on-ones. We're going to be teaching you how to actually, and literally from an agent standpoint, getting from 0 6 years ago to, and I'm not that person to throw figures at you. If you actually want what I call my receipts, if you want to know how many escrows, if you want to know how many I sell per year, you know what? Actually, it's kind of, public knowledge. Happy to tell you anytime. But let's say I'm comfortable and I grew really quickly. So I want to encourage you guys. We kind of have a waiting list to be entertaining, getting on the list to work with me. Because I am going to be selective too. Like, you've got to have the drive. I am not your shiny button. I am not your get rich quick scheme. And I don't think that it should be. You are here to run your own businesses. But I would like you guys all to go to erinpearsonmills.com and see what it's all about and see if it's right for you. So if you want somebody, this cheerleader in your court, a lot of people, they want me to be their not their coach, but what's my word, Ferris? Your, what is my word? Accountability. Oh, girl, if you want me to be your accountability coach, I will get to you every day at 4 a.m. That is the magic in this. So I want to say it's been very rainy in Las Vegas, but it's been absolutely beautiful. This is what we call the fake spring. In Las Vegas, we've got about 47 different changes of season. And so we're having our rainy season / fake spring because then it'll get hella cold. But I don't know. I love coats so much and I barely get to wear them. So I'm excited this week. But we're going to be doing a lot of great classes. And this explosion personally is going to be happening in March. So I'm super excited to have you guys join us. And you know what? Click on over to erinpearsonmills.com. Pop on that waiting list. Doesn't mean anything. You're going to get a personal phone call from me and we'll see if it's right for you. So have a wonderful day and a wonderful week coming to you from Las Vegas.